Howdy y'all, it's Russell back with Gwinnett Lawns in beautiful and cold and rainy Atlanta, Georgia. So in today's video, I am going to show you how to take one of the most wonderful products I have ever found for keeping dust out of your lungs, especially for us lawn and landscapers. I'm going to show you how to take this mask apart, replace the filter inside. I'm going to show you what you need to clean and how to get it back together, because this thing can be very frustrating if you just try to wing it. There's probably 3 or 4 different ways that you can put this thing together, and I'm going to show you the easy way, the non-frustrating way to do this. So let me zoom in on this just a little more. All right, so if you've got your mask and it's time to replace the filter in here, you're going to see in here it says close and open. Okay, and there's little arrows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put pressure on the outside exhaust vent. I'm just holding my finger on it, and I'm going to turn this to open. Okay, and it just takes a 1/4 of a turn, and then this will pop off. Excuse the diesel drinking water in the background there. Okay, so you've got this piece. I'm going to set that aside. You've got a little one-way valve. It's a little rubber, almost like a little silicone valve. Put that aside. And then this inner portion right here, you can just leave right here, or you can pull it out if you want. But I'm going to leave it right there just for a second. I'm going to take this second valve, same thing, it's got a little arrow, shows which way to point. And I'm going to open, keeping pressure on the outside. Okay. And then again, pull this off. There's my little rubber or silicone, I think this is silicone, one-way valve. Now, this will pop out just like this. Now, if these come out, just pull them out like that. And then you discard this. You get you a brand new one. This actually is a brand new one. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do this. I'm going to show you the absolute easiest way. So, if you look on this right here, if the camera will focus, there's two little indentations here and here. Okay, so we'll say that's at 3 and 9 o'clock. All right. Also, there's a little ring around here that's got a little lip on it. Okay, that's what's going to catch and hold both the filter and the outside mesh. Now, this, by the way, I just take this. I'll take some Dawn dishwashing detergent and just wash it in the sink. This thing was absolutely filthy. I'll do that a couple times, soap it up, rinse it out, and let it dry overnight. So the easiest way is to take the filter they have. I think they have 2 or 3 different kinds of filters. This mask is a large, and this is the standard with the activated charcoal filter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my inside piece, which is the one that has the open and close on it. Okay, I'm going to just insert this inside the hole, and I'm going to very gently stretch this around to where the mask itself catches on that lip. I can't really tell if the camera's focusing, but you see it's not going to fall out now. Okay, and I'm also going to orientate this so that the notches, when the mask is in the wear position like this, it's going to be at 3 and 9 o'clock. Okay, so straight across like that. Same thing, and it doesn't matter if this goes right or left. These are can be used on either side. Again, I'm just going to push it through the hole and then very gently stretch the filter so it catches on the bottom side of that lip like that. All right, and again, with the mask in the wearable position, I'm going to just position it so that the notches are at 3 and 9 o'clock. Now, on this part right here, there's a little nub. It's a little sharp nub. And by the way, of course, you want to wash these when you're washing. Wash all these pieces separately, but make sure this is very fragile, this little piece, silicone piece. So I'm just going to lay that silicone piece on here like this, and it doesn't matter if it goes this way or this way. And just very gently with your finger, press it over the hole. And there's a little like a little notch also, so it won't come off, okay, when you put it on there. And then I'm going to take the other one, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just put it over the notch like that. Okay. So it should sit just like that. Okay, so there's a good close-up of it, of the little ridge where this is catching, and of the little, we'll call this a little pin. Okay, and it's the same on both sides. And then we'll turn this so that the notches are at 3, 3, and 9 o'clock, both sides. And I'm going to show you why it needs to be at 3 and 9 o'clock. Okay? And then you can see in there where it says close and open. It's got a little arrow pointing to it. All right, so next is we will take the mask portion and the nose part has a foam piece. So I'm going to take my outside covering and I'm just going to kind of fit that in there like this. All right, and I'm going to do the exact same thing I did before, and I'm going to give you a close-up of this. Is I'm going to put this mesh around the hole here so it catches on that lip. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my exhaust vent. Now it has some slots. I always have the slots facing down. If you'll also see inside here, there is a tab here and a tab here. Okay, that is the reason, because it's going to go on like this, so it has to be at 3 and 9 o'clock to mesh up with the indentations on that. So I'm going to place this just like this, and I'm lined up at 3 and 9 o'clock, and I'm going to keep pressure on this, and I'm just going to look back here and verify. So to close it, I need to rotate it counterclockwise. So I'm just going to turn it, and I'm going to give you a close-up of this inside. So now it's locked in. So what I did was, come on camera, focus. I just turned this a quarter turn, okay? So it's locked in. All right, and then for the other side, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to stretch the mesh over the little ridge, making sure that the indentation is at 3 and 9 o'clock. I'm going to place my vent, my outside vent, right there where the indentation is. And then on this side, I'm going to rotate it just like that. 1/4 turn, and it locks in. Just like that. So this is the way your mask should look when you're done. Now I'm going to try to let you hear what it sounds like when the one-way valve is operating properly. I don't know if you can hear it, the valve clicking, but it does so. And if you want it, if you need to readjust it, you can just turn it like that and take this part out. And I'm going to readjust this. Make sure that the silicone is not crinkled like that, okay? Make sure it's free all around, just like that. Okay, again, do that, give it a quarter turn. I don't know if you can hear I don't know if the mic's picking up the flapping, but it's very important to have these one-way valves in here, because when you inhale and this mask is on properly, you'll be drawing air through the mesh, and then it'll be drawing air through this part, which is actually your filtration. And then when you exhale, the air can only go out the vents, okay? And that's all there is to it. These can be extremely frustrating if you try. I have tried multiple different ways to get these exhaust vents on here, but it works much better if you'll put the inner part on this filter first. Okay, I've done it where I just put it all in one and did it that way, but it's so much easier to do it this way. So hopefully that'll help. Again, I use these, you see on my videos, I use this every single time I mow, without fail. These things are awesome. These filters last me, depends if it's real dry. The Bermuda that we have down here is super dusty. If it's dry, these will last me probably a month before I got to switch them out. I probably run them way longer than I should, but they're awesome. These covers right here, what I wear out on them is the strap here, and I do have an extra, they have an extra strap in here. But yeah, if you guys, I'm not sponsored by these guys. If RZ Mask wants to sponsor me, that would be great. But anyway, I love the product. I have tons of these, and this really keeps the dirt out of your lungs and out of your nose. So hopefully that will help you guys. If you have experience with these and you like them, don't like them, if you use something else, leave me a comment. And as always, I will see you guys on the next video.